sit back and I be quiet, and everybody like, why you bringing stuff to social media? I've been quiet for a long time. I've been quiet for a long time. I'm trying to enter the password, trying to guess passwords, and he snatches the computer out of my hand. So he has 2 computers and 2 phones. So I'm like, okay, he put his phone in his pocket. Now I'm trying to get the phone out of his pants pocket. I'm trying to get the phone. We in a tussle.
Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about the snippets that you heard from the young lady and the picture that you see here on my screen, and it's of the LaTruths. They are a social media couple, and now their marriage conflict or drama is on social media because of course they put it there. Like a lot of people have been doing. I don't know why people, you want to have a healthy marriage, healthy relationship, keep your relationship off of social media. Keep it off. Anyway, so I think this thing happened October 14th, so this happened a while. I'm just getting wind of it. And as you heard, you know, they had this back and forth and then end up getting into a tussle where I believe she injured her hand. Maybe in the tussle, who knows? It was a lot of stuff going on. But so much stuff to learn from this couple right here. And not sure if they over, but if they are not, this is not a good look, because usually when you, and she's doing all this in front of her children, that don't even make any sense. She's talking about this man who is a husband. They're calling him all kind of stuff, the N-word, in front of the children. But this is the thing. He's talking about her. She's talking about him. And then for you guys to turn around and go get back together, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know why people do this. You know, you would always have issues in your relationship, in your marriage. But don't be, you know, when they have certain people have problems in their relationship, they call, oh, this is what he did. I can't stand him. I'm not going to go back to him. And then for a week later, 2 weeks later, a month later, you guys back together. I mean, how, I don't even see how that even works. Because each person going to always feel some type of way of what you were saying about them when you guys were not talking. Anyway, so when this young lady got together, she had already had children from a previous relationship. So he married her with children. So now it seems that flesh has covered bone, Timi Dokulu. And, you know, she probably, and then she, you know, wasn't happy in certain stuff that's going on, because she's like, oh, he want me to treat him like his mother, give him a mother's love, a mother's love, and the wife love is not the same. This is the thing. I'm sure when you guys were dating, he exhibited those type of behaviors. But the thing is, sometimes we tolerate certain behaviors because, you know, we want this person, or we want this person to provide a certain lifestyle, or we finally maybe one day could be a wife or a husband and stuff like that. So we tolerate certain stuff, thinking, oh, the person is going to change. Oh, when we get married, I'm going to whip him into shape. And not knowing, as Tony Gaskins always says, whatever behavior the person exhibits when you're dating, it's just going to escalate. It's going to magnify when you get married. It doesn't change, especially if you have not communicated to the person. You know, I see you too clingy. What's going on? You're supposed to seek to understand, then be understood. Seek to understand why this person is clingy, why you got an attitude, why you always using curse words, why you have so much vices. Seek to understand, then be understood. You know what? I don't like when you give me attitude. I don't like when you this clingy. And then come to a common ground. People don't do this because we do not know. We all don't know how to communicate. This is why relationships fail. And also him saying, I don't know why people watch reality shows and all those black movies. Yes, the black movies that programmed us, that never showed black relationships in a healthy way. Never did. So those things program our minds, and when we get into relationships, are we actually exhibiting those things that we saw in those movies, and these are affecting our relationship. You want a healthy relationship, you shouldn't even be watching reality TV show or any of those black movies. And if you did, you need to renew your mind, because those things destroyed our minds, and it's destroying our relationships also. So sitting there watching reality TV, and I guess he wanted to do certain stuff. She didn't want to. She didn't see the necessity at that moment to do it. So him seeing this reality show that she was saying, and she mentioned somebody in his DMs, and then she, went and see what he was going to say. So she took his phone and looked into it, which is not a problem because they're married. Because when you're married, your phone is my phone is your phone. I can go on your phone anytime I want to in marriage. Now, when you dating, that's an invasion of privacy. But if you went in his phone, and you usually are able to, some people, married people don't do that, child. That's your business. But if you married, your wife or husband can't go on your phone, something's up with that. But anyway, she said she always used to go on his phone. From the moment that you took his phone, and you saw whatever messaging was going on, and then he took his phone back and he tried to get it, and he didn't want to give it to you, that's already indication something's up. I wasn't even going to go back and forth. She went and grabbed his laptop and stuff like that. He put the phone in his pocket. She went to take the thing. Come, Mom, you're instigate. You started it. He did not have enough emotional intelligence to walk away and leave it alone. He fell for the bait, and then that's how you guys get going back and forth, because there are many women, that's what they do. They're still going back to this reality show and these black movies that program us. Most of the time, that's what most women do. They start arguments and escalate certain stuff, and then what they do, they want to get down. They want to get down afterwards, because that's how they get down. They can't open their mouth or give signals to say, you know what, I really want to be intimate tonight. Nope, they start arguments. Not saying that's what she was doing, but this is what a lot of women do. And now both of them are on social media. Mostly her continuing with the whatever situation. It doesn't look good. And then you have kids in the midst of this. It does not make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. And it seems like, I don't need to deal with him now. When we first got together, the situation she was in back then and how she is now, she's not in the same situation. Some people really think they could do better. Sometimes ladies who want to leave their husbands, that's the best you could do. So you need to work it out. Try to work it out. Y'all need, both of y'all, whatever counseling y'all was getting, it wasn't working, because you shouldn't even be having third parties in your relationship anyway. Especially, the only third party you should have is this third party does not have any conflict of interest at all. This person is able to tell you, your man, your wife, or your husband or boyfriend or whatever, able to tell both of y'all when both of y'all are wrong. They don't have nothing. They don't have no dog in this fight. If that's not the third person that's in your relationship giving y'all advice, that person, y'all should not be taking advice from that person. Y'all need to work it out. But sometimes women leave their husbands and stuff like that thinking they could do better. But sometimes that's the best you're going to do. But some people are going to have to learn the hard way. And then when they've been through World War 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and realize ain't nobody going to wife them up, or they ain't going to do any better, then they want to go back. But then it's too late. Why, have to go through that? Maybe, hopefully, they can work it out, because when it's a marriage, I would always want it to work out, because both of them have toxic traits, both of them, and then both of these toxic traits are being fueled by reality TV and all the things that we have watched in our past, and then bringing third parties into our relationship that don't even need to be in your relationship. Keep people out of your relationship. Seriously, keep people out of your business. No one should ever be putting hands on anybody. But we women, we need to, women and men do this too. Stop provoking people. Stop starting stuff. Stop instigating things, especially as a woman, because you 9 times out of 10 you are gonna be the one who get hurt, because you, no matter how skinny, how small you think a man is, your strength and his strength is not the same. I don't know why some women always starting stuff with men. It doesn't make any sense. And then these things start from when these girls are younger, because even when my kids, I have kids in high school, when I go pick them up, you see the younger girls just slapping up the boys, hitting the boys. They always putting their hands on men. So you so used to doing that, because you've been doing that from since you were younger, putting your hands on men, starting stuff with men. You got to stop. You was doing it with boys. Now this is men. Where boys could, where some boys, 'cause some of them boys, child, they'll whoop you. Some boys I know, child, they don't play that. They will fight a girl. But since these girls been doing this from since they were younger with the boys, now you continue to think you could to do that with a man. It's not the same. So we really need to reprogram. We need to get a reprogram. We need to get a renewing of our minds. And sometimes that's even before we get into a relationship. But unfortunately, some of us already in relationships, we're going to have to work it out together. We're going to have to learn together. It's such an unfortunate situation. People need to keep your relationships off of social media. For real. And these reality TVs, these black movies, and these other movies, not only, but particularly black movies, they never ever showed. Oh, I said that because they never, that's what I used to watch. They never ever showed black relationships in a good light. It's always toxicity, always some type of dysfunction. Something's totally, and you thought that it was normal, because that's all you saw. And then you start reacting, you start acting these stuff out in your actual relationship, and that's why our relationships are failing today. Anyway, that's all I have to say on this situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.